Sandwiched between Mazeroski Way and the Roberto Clemente Bridge, welcome to PNC Park. Interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Seattle Mariners going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. First pitch coming your way next. Here's Lane Thomas.
Leading off tonight for Seattle, the right fielder, Lane Thomas.
And here it comes. Fastball for a strike. And we are underway in game one of the series. And a foul ball. Up the middle. Donovan fires to first on the run. One up, one down. So digging in, Cole Young. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Fought off foul.
Well, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
And now it's Julio Rodriguez.
The center fielder, number 44, Julio Rodriguez.
2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Got to be careful here. This is the type of hitter that can punish you, even with pitches outside the zone.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Everything came together for him. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. And that one is off the wall. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
Now it's Marcus Semien, and that's in for a strike. Foul ball there. And the right-hander deals. Out. They limit the damage here. We go to the bottom of the first. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Ke'Bryan Hayes. The pitch. And that's in the dirt.
Count 1-0.
Now he catches the corner for a strike. The wind and the pitch. In the air, center field. Rodriguez makes the grab on the run. Here's O'Neal Cruz. Let's see what the former World Series MVP can do with this at bat, Chris. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Sizes this one up. And he makes the catch. And there's 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Jack Suwinski. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. But he wins the foot race to first. Good job of knowing how much time he had there. And we're back. And now the catcher comes up to him. Cal Raleigh. Keller back to work. Fastball in for a strike, 0-1.
You know, Raleigh made history in 2023. He had a game with 2 home runs and 6 RBIs, becoming the first catcher in Mariners history to do that.
Hands out of the foul tip. That's a strikeout. Now it's Brendan Rodgers. On the ground to third. Slings to first, and a couple of quick outs. 2 outs, base is empty. The batter now, Jorge Polanco. And that's off the inside edge. Ball 1. Strike 1.
1-1.
Here's a 1-1. And there's a strike on the outside corner. Next offering upstairs.
It's a good take.
The 2-2. Just misses with that one.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Started after it. Appeal to third. And he went around. Not an easy call there, but that puts an end to the inning. Back here at PNC Park, we head to the bottom of the second. Here is J.D. Martinez. Ball one there. Miller measures 6 feet 2 inches, 200 pounds, and he was drafted in the 4th round in 2021. 2 balls, no strikes to count. And the righty deals. And a rope in the center field, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his strike load out of the road early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
At the belt and fires. Ground ball could be 2. Slings to second. On to Gallo. Here's 2. Ryan Reynolds here.
I think 4, 6, 3 double plays like that are way tougher than these guys make it look sometimes, because no matter how you do it, the feed from the second baseman is a tough one. That's where footwork really comes into play, but right there, very well done.
That's whipped. Base hit. And that extends the inning.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. And it's caught just in front of the wall. Top half of the 3rd inning. Here's the left fielder, Wyatt Langford. Keller back to work. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
0-1.
And that's outside, and it's a ball to strike. Line drive, speared at first. Whips it to first on the run. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd. Back to the top of the lineup. Now at the plate, Lane Thomas. There's a strike. 1 out, base is empty. There's a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's 2 away. And the batter will be the shortstop, Cole Young. And the curve is down and in.
Here's a rookie shortstop trying to make his way at the major league level, and a lot of people think he's going to be a great player. Scouts certainly love it.
2 outs. Right through there for a strike.
It's not easy jumping up a level, even if you're a top prospect. The speed of the game is much faster in the majors, and on top of that, now he gets to face the best pitchers in the world. Go get him, kid.
Left-hand hitter waits. And another ball. In the air, out towards left center. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is that. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the right fielder, Ezekiel Duran. Here comes a pitch. That one fouled off. On the ground to the left. Sends it across to first. 1 gone, bottom of the 3rd inning. Now the catcher up to hit, Andy Rodriguez. First pitch doesn't find the zone. The Pirates down by a run here in the last half of the 3rd. Edge of the zone for a strike, and now it's even 1-1. And another ball.
Ball 2.
That one fouled off. 2-2. One down, base is empty. Left field. Langford racing over to make the catch. So the batting order turns over. Now batting Brian Hayes. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. And a pitch. And a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Home team down a run here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Move to first. Back standing. He's in there safely. The pitch. That one misses. 1-1.
Got a ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1-2 now. That one is absolutely belted. Back there. It's a ball. Home run number 5 on the season. It's 2-1.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Base is empty with 2 away. Here's the center fielder, Jack Sawinski. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. That's back. And out of here. They go back to back. His 7th home run of the season. It's 3-1.
Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
2 outs, nobody on. J.D. Martinez, the next Pirate to hit. Late with the swing there.
0-1.
That one lifted to left. Langford makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Back here in Pittsburgh as we go to the top of the 4th. And now the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. The wind of the pitch. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that is ball 1.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Low throw, and he can't take it out. Joey Gallo steps to the plate. Runner takes off, pitch in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close. Man, is he fast.
It's so fun to watch.
Swing and a foul straight back. Rodriguez leads off second with nobody out. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. In time to get him, 1 away in the strikeout. Nice job behind the plate there. Here is Marcus Semien.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
0-1's the count.
Now Marcus, a career-high 45 homers in 2021 with the Blue Jays. He parlayed that into a 7-year free agent deal with the Rangers. Misses off the plate, and a count 1-2. That's to third. Hayes sends it to first, and Simeon is out. Digging in, Cal Raleigh.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And the first pitch misses for ball one. Right through there for a strike. Pitch misses. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Man on second, 2 down.
Yeah.
And there's a ball. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Rodriguez makes the play, and that is that. Ready to go, bottom 4. And now, Brendan Donovan. As he turns on the rubber, with that good live ball delivers. Gets the call. Strike 1. Popped in the air, left side. Under this one. Calls it in, and there's one away. And now it's going to be Brian Reynolds.
That was a good, hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop-up and an easy out for the defense.
The 0-2. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Had him way out front of the slurve. Up to the plate, it's Brandon Belch. Swing and a miss. 1-1.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
That's down
1
and
ball,
in.
1 strike.
The line to kick the pitch.
2-1.
On the ground, right side. Tosses to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. All set for the start of the inning. Down to third baseman, Brendan Rodgers. And that's in for a strike. Rodgers measures 6 feet even, 29 years old, and he won a Gold Glove last season. On the ground to third, and it finds its way through for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
The batter, number 8.
And the batter now, Jorge Polanco. Struck out swinging his first time. That one off the mark. Ball 1. That to right. In position. Squeezes it. And there's one away. Wyatt Langford up next for the Mariners. That's in there. That's strike 1. Rodgers at first, 1 gone. And a base hit right there. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away.
I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Thomas in the box now. Takes strike 1.
0-1's the count. 1-1.
In the dirt. Nothing happening as the count evens at 1. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. And we're at the top of the 5th. Next offering misses down and away.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Cole Young. And fouled off.
He's quickly adjusted to major league pitching, and it looks like he's only going to get better. There's a reason he's rated so high as a prospect, and so far, he looks like he could be the real deal.
The pitch. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. Brings it in for the 3rd out.
Let's go. I'm from that city you heard about. When you hit up, then the word's out. Your time is up.
We head to the bottom of the 5th. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Ezekiel Duran. The line of the pitch. And there's a foul ball.
You know, these Pirates doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out one time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning.
Andy Rodriguez, the next Pirate to hit. And that one is lifted in the air, and it drops in. So that will bring up the top of the order with one away.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there.
And now, Brian Hayes. Righty delivers. Into center. Rodriguez settles under it. And there are two down. O'Neal Cruz now at the plate. He's already homered in this game. Hit hard. That gets through. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Next pitch inside, and 1-1. Smash to center, way back, and you can forget it. Home run. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they throw 3 on the board. It's 6-1.
With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient and waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
JD Martinez stands in. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. 2 gone, bases empty, but 3 runs across last half of inning number 5. That one way inside.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind it.
Two down, nobody on. Fouls it off, still 1-2. And another ball. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the 6th inning. And the batter now, Julio Rodriguez. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. To first, 1 up, 1 down. Here's Joey Gallo. 1 for 2 with an RBI double back in the first.
Joey Gallo.
Foul ball. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. On the ground right side. Toss to Bell, and they take care of Gallo for the out. At the plate, Marcus Semien.
Marcus Semien.
Inside, just missed.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
2 outs. That one is upstairs.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
Line drive, base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
And here is Cal Raleigh. First pitch misses. Sliced hard but foul. The Pirates leading by 5 here in game 1 of this 3-game set.
No, that's a foul ball.
Next offering is down low.
Now he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Herman Marquez.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
At the plate for Pittsburgh, Brendan Donovan. And the pitch. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first, digging for 2. Throws to second. And he's going to get to second with nobody out.
Waste no time there. That was exactly what you're looking to do with the pitch away, especially in that situation. Drive it into the opposite field gap. Got himself 2 bags on a great swing of the bat.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. A gigantic blast. His second of the year, and they add a pair. It's 8-1.
With this pitcher's velocity, a changeup is really a break for a hitter. He got a BP fastball, didn't move a whole lot, and he absolutely tattooed it.
So up next, Brandon Bell. Into the outfield, base hit. So man aboard. Now here is Ezekiel Duran. That one misses, and it's 1-0. Roll to short, could be 2. Young to second, but safe at first. It's a fielder's choice. Here's the Pirates catcher now, Andy Rodriguez. 1 for 2. Ground ball right side, could be 2. To second, there's 1. Throw to first, safe. So the lineup flips over. Keep Ryan Hayes, the next Pirate to hit. 1 for 3. Popped up. Under it. Corrals it. And the inning is over.
La pista está caliente, la mami está rica. La calle se prende, mira que ardor. Adrenalina.
We go to the top of the 7th. Here's the third baseman, Brendan Rodgers. Pirates with a new arm on the mound, Kevin Kelly.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And he deals. In for a strike. It's 0-1. And that one lifted in the air, center field. And it falls. And the leadoff man aboard.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. High fastball, even a little above the zone, but such a good job of staying tall on the backside, getting that barrel there to meet it just in time. I tell you what, it's not easy to do.
And now Jorge Polanco. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Makes the catch. Wyatt Langford up next for the Mariners. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one. And a strike.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
Right-hander kicks, deals. And that skips into dirt. Rogers over at first with one away. Grounded to third, could be two. Hayes to first, got the out. Lane Thomas up next for the Mariners. That catches the corner. Pitch misses, and the count even 1-1. Swing and a miss, struck him out. He swung over top of the curveball. Set for the last half of the seventh. And now the shortstop, O'Neal Cruz. The right-hander back to work. There's a strike. Not close with that one. And that's ball one. Right-handed reliever. Fastball for a strike. That's towards center. Brings it in. One away. Here's the center fielder, Jack Sawinski. And that one fouled off. Now the 0-1. And that one ripped to left. Makes the grab for the second out. 2 outs, bases empty. And here is J.D. Martinez. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A massive home run. His 4th home run of the season, and they add to their lead. It's 9-1.
What I love about this swing is he stayed tall and allowed his hands to go directly to the baseball, letting that bat head get down through the ball to create backspin and hit it out of the ballpark. Really nice job.
Owen White will take over here.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for winning a close game.
And that gets down for a base hit. And Brian Reynolds with a chance to make an impact with 2 away.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Tried to get inside on him, but he was ready for it. Just kept his hands in and turned on the pitch quick.
Well struck right field. Pulls it in on the warning track. And we're back. We're at the top of the 8th. Now the number 2 hitter, Cole Young. On the mound now for the Pirates, Scott Alexander.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
As the lefty gets to work. And a foul ball. Alexander, in his 9th season, he features a sinker, a slider, and he works in a changeup. The pitch. Back to the mound. He's got it. Throws to first in time. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. Julio Rodriguez up next for the Mariners. First pitch, and he just misses. The Pirates up big in this one, and we're at the top of the 8th. Next pitch is outside. Bounce to the left side. Cruz. The throw to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. 2 outs, base is empty. And now it's Joey Gallo. And a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Out to center, on his way over. And that'll do it. Back here at PNC Park, now the first baseman, Brandon Bell. And a pitch. That one to first. Gallo takes it to the bag, and a quick out, number 1. Up next for the Pirates, Ezekiel Duran. And first offering is fouled off. 1 down, base is empty. That missed by a lot. And now it's even 1-1. And that one ripped into right. They got it for out number 2. So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Andy Rodriguez. Base hit, left center field. So now back to the top of the order.
Another multi-hit game for him. He's been really hot lately. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
Rogers throws to first. And that is that. Back here in Pittsburgh. And now here is Marcus Semien. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Raleigh in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
And a pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
This one in the dirt, and an excellent job keeping it right there. In the air, left field. Reynolds gets under it. Reynolds makes the grab.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Kicks and fires. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Kicks and deals. Foul ball still a 1-2 count. And a ground ball to first, and it stays fair. Semien around second, headed for third. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out. Jorge Polanco up next for the Mariners. Strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Second and third, 1 away here in the top of the 9th. Base hit, 1 run in already. Around third, the throw in, he's in there, and it's 9-3.
Well, those kind of lucky soft hits will always make you smile. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat, just kind of muscled it out there, and you know, on the mound it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
That misses the zone, and it's a ball to strike. Swings through that one.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Off-balance speed, there's 1. Double play, cuts the rally short, and that ends the ball game.
A little sigh of relief for the pitcher there, ending the ball game with a nice nice double play. You always love when you can get 2 for 1, especially when it wraps up the ball game. Nice win for this team today.
9-3 your final here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
Here now is our final line score tonight. For the victorious Pirates, 9 runs, 14 hits, 1 error. They left 4 runners on base. For the Mariners, 3 runs on 9 hits, no errors. They left 7 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 22 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please